Look at who's getting painted up today. Welcome back, puppies, to Barking Dog's miniature painting video. Please like, share, and subscribe. You can follow us on Facebook, and you can support us on Patreon. So here I've got some electric blue, some marine blue, and some Army Painter purple shade. And here I'm using the Vallejo Game Air Ultramarine Blue to establish a base coat. And then over this we're going to be spraying some of that Army Painter purple shade. And you'll also see me using just a straight air out of the airbrush. I have a dual action airbrush, which basically means if you just push straight down on the trigger, it's nothing but air that comes out. And you have to rock it back or start to pull it back in order to get the paint to actually release. But here what you'll see me doing, especially with the wash, because it's so fluid when it comes out and it hits the miniature, I actually use the air to kind of push it around some. And I'll also use just straight air to speed up the drying process. You'll see me doing a little bit of that in this video. Here we are spraying on that purple shade. Right now I'm actually using the air to kind of speed up the drying, and here we are applying some more of the wash. And spraying again on the back of my hand just to get an idea of the color and the consistency, make sure it's where I want it. And right here we're looking at maybe a 50-50 blend of the ultramarine blue with the electric blue. And even though the airbrush was off camera, what I was doing there was using just straight air on him to help again speed up the drying process of the paint before applying more paint. And here we're going with just the straight electric blue. Again, the ultramarine blue and the electric blue are actually Vallejo Game Air colors. The purple wash that I was using was the purple shade from the Army Painter line. That's our electric blue highlight. And there we go. We got some nice transitions going. But we're going to come back in with a brush in a little bit and make them a little smoother. Okay, for the highlight, this is a sample paint from Reaper. I don't know what the color is. I don't know what the numeric equivalent or the numeric designation for the color is. I can tell you it's lighter than their Surf Aqua. So if you're at Reaper's website, you could look for their Surf Aqua, and they usually have their colors set up where you could find a shade or two lighter than that, and that's whatever this sample color is. I'm not really certain. I just know it's probably 2, maybe 3 shades lighter. And here I'm just sketching in like the most extreme part of my highlights, which you've seen me do. If you're watching the series, you've seen me do in some of the other videos. And then what I'll do after I get all my extreme highlights established is I'll make a glaze that is actually kind of a blend of maybe a little bit of that Reaper paint, the mystery paint, the sample paint, and there you see me trying to get them on camera and show you the electric blue from Game Air. I'll kind of blend them together. There we go. Make a nice glaze. Glaze is going to be very transparent. Glaze is actually something you do. It's not really paint, I guess. What is it that Josh always says from Mini Painting Studio? That it's a verb? I think it's more of an action. Not really down so much. But either way, I'm making a very transparent paint so that I can glaze. And what that does when you're glazing is it'll help blend those transitions. Again, I'm just working on the uttermost surfaces, or higher surfaces, just working from the idea that the light source is coming straight down on the miniature. So I'm just working in the highest parts where I established the extreme highlight, and now I'm working more gradually with the glaze, blending that extreme highlight in with the other highlights that are kind of already established by the airbrush. And if you've been following along this entire series of me painting these Tieflings or these Demonkin miniatures from Redbox Games, thank you very much for that. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Tieflings, or in this case Demonkin, are a fun experiment in skin tones for me because they're kind of human. You're right, they're humanoid, but they're not necessarily straight humans. Like, they have some otherworldly parentage, so we could have some liberty and create some skin tones that we might not necessarily want for some of our other miniatures. Like, typically elves, dwarves, humans, halflings, gnomes will have or run the gauntlet of natural skin tones we see in the real world on human beings. And then maybe some giants, particularly stone giants, some other creatures like that, might have skin tones that are more earthly based, which means probably a lot of grays and browns, more stony grays than some of the grays I've done in this series. So it was kind of fun to step outside of that and work a little more fantastical. If I can make that word. Make that a word? Is that a word? Fantastical? I don't know. I'm using it. They're fantastical. Again, here I'm just kind of smoothing out some of my transitions. And here we're pretty much done. Oh, nope. Touch that up a little bit. Don't want to get too carried away. But if we do, it's an easy fix. Remember, it's just paint. And if you're using thin layers, you can always just paint over it without losing any loss of detail. And right there you see me working in some blends. There was also kind of a blemish where some overspray had gotten on that lower part of his back, and then I tried rubbing it off with my finger, but I wasn't quick enough, and the paint had dried a little bit, so it just smeared it. But I was able to blend it out. You know, I enjoyed painting this guy, but honestly, he wasn't necessarily one of my favorites. I really favored the red one. Purple one, which you haven't seen yet if you're actually watching these in the order that I recorded and posted them. And then, of course, my vampiric, or the kind of pale gray one, is one of my favorites. But going back and watching this video and editing it, I really like how this guy looks and how he turned out. here's the finished product. If you like the work you saw in this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm available for commissions at facebook.com, Barking Dogs Miniature Painting. You can also find us on Patreon at patreon.com/Barking Dog Studio. Patreon members get discounts on commissions and credit at the end of videos. Special thanks to the Clarks for their continued support. Bark on, puppies.